pleasantly surprised about the event. I had a lot of fun. It was fun competing. My last
Yeah,
tournament was last summer.
they'll do it again. Like this, as far as I've heard, it's happening next year.
It's happening again, yeah? So they're gonna do it on an
I think it's a
yearly
good event.
basis. Yeah, yeah.
It's like with chess.com, I think that okay, in general they do well, but they do some things, in my opinion, not well, and one of the things that they really do well is, um, like one of the things that I like is that they do have these like competitive but also fun events.
Mm-hmm.
I think another one is like the I am not a GM. It's a fun concept.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you'd expect to see. It's not like, okay, Magnus, Hikaru, Ali Reza, or Wesley, or so on and so forth, playing for the millionth time. It's players who maybe you don't see as much, but they're good players, and it's an exciting format. So, and then of course they do some things which I definitely think they could do better. Um, but these sorts of events I really think are a good way to, like, it doesn't have to always be the same thing. It can be something a little bit different. And this is like that.
Yeah. It's a
But we'll see
community
for
event.
most
It
part.
almost feels like a community event, right?
Yeah, I think it's also a good mix because what I really didn't like, although I know that it was good for like bringing popularity to chess, was the whatever they called it, Pog Champs.
Pog Champs, yes.
Like, okay, I understand this is not for
We're gonna
me.
get a lot of hate
It's
for
not made
this.
for me, but it's the same way I see like you have some you get some chess players together and you make them play some sport which they're absolutely awful at.
Like chess boxing.
Um, yeah, it could be chess boxing. It's like, you have people who are good at something and they're celebrities in that thing, like let's say Hikaru or Magnus, and then you ask them to yeah, to play basketball
Mm.
or to try to cook or something. And it's like, what's the point of this? It's the same thing with PogChamps. I was like, you have these people who are good at whatever they're good at. I don't know all the people, but they have their following, and then you ask them to play chess, and then they're just blundering pieces, and you have Hikaru comment on their blunders. And I know that people will tune in, and overall it's gonna bring attention,
Yeah.
which is the goal. So, okay, they achieve the goal. But for me, I don't want to see people blunder pieces and and create something which has no like lasting value.
Mm. You're
Anyway,
a purist in
no, I'm
that
not a purist
sense.
because I like to watch people play chess in like a competitive for like I said, I am not a GM. They're not the best players in the world, but they're very strong players for sure. They're
Yeah.
international masters,
Yeah.
right? Players like Levy, Danny, Lawrence, and so on and so forth. John Bartholomew, probably the strongest among them, who he was always winning this stuff. Uh, so it's not like I'm asking to only see the same four people in every tournament. It's just that uh, I don't really see what's entertaining about watching people do something that they're not good at, especially if they're good at something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Uh, yeah, it's like, of course, I know that if you get LeBron to play a game of chess, it's great. It's going to bring millions of people to watch. Or if you get Messi and Ronaldo to take his photo shoot. But what you're actually going to get is just LeBron. I mean, it's LeBron, so people will watch. But him playing chess is like me playing basketball. So I would assume, right? Like absolutely nothing there. So you might as well watch him, paint a home or something. It doesn't really matter what he's doing, and that's where I don't see the point.
LeBron painting a home. Okay. I don't know how we got
Well,
to this
maybe
one, but
maybe I don't really.
I,
You
I,
can
I think
substitute
he
it for
would
anything, but the
he would
point is LeBron is the best at basketball. So why would I want to watch him do something that he's never tried before? But I know people will disagree with this.
I think he would be a good painter. I'll leave it at that.